Hi everyone, this is Julie with Jewels of Tyler. I hope everyone's having a great Monday. I am going to show you a project that I did yesterday. I've been thinking about this and decided to try it out yesterday. It worked. So anyway, I was so excited about that. Don't you get excited when you think of something in your head and it actually does work? So I thought I would share it with y'all guys today. But this is something, a digital that I printed on both sides, and I will be putting this in my signature. And what I've done is I've attached some acetate, made it a little bit of pocket, and it kind of extended the page a little bit. And I put some sequins inside, and I think made it really, really cute. I put a little rickrack to decorate. Same on that side, but I put a little bit of trim, and I did a little sewing in a zigzag strip here. And then when I attach it to the page, I also use my sewing machine. Now I'm also going to show you what it looks like if you use glue or a tape runner. But I think it looks a little bit better this way, but y'all guys can try that out if you don't have a sewing machine, okay? And this is my second take. I picked up this booger here, and I broke 2 of my fingernails, so I had to stop everything because it went right to the quick, and I had to go clip that off. So anyway, I am doing this again and seeing if I can make it work again, okay? I'm going to show you everything we need. We need, of course, your scrapbook paper or your digital paper, sewing machine, got your acetate, which you can get at a lot of craft stores. I've got my little cutter here. I've got a ruler. And I've got some rickrack and my fabric scissors. I've got a bone folder and some clips to keep the acetate in place while you sew. And I've got this blue pencil. It's a photo pencil for if you were to want to cut out a photo in a circle, you would put it on the template and put this on there so you can cut it. This is something I got in scrapbooking, so I'm sure you can probably get them online. I'm not sure where I got this, but anyway, I hope you can see the brand on there, okay? And it just looks like that, just a little pencil, and you sharpen it with your pencil sharpener on here, and it makes a good blue line that you can see. Now, if you don't have any sequins, no big deal. If you have a hole punch, you can punch out some cardstock that matches the same colors as your digital. Also, I got these at that pop shelf store that you see around town nowadays, and these are just little punches, little bitty ones, with circles, hearts, stars, and a little flower. And I think that would be cute too. Just use all the different colors as you can to make it look cute like this, okay? Okay, so we'll get started here. I'm gonna put this one to the side here. There we go. And this is one here that I'm gonna use in a golden book. So I've already folded to where this page pretty much matches up with the golden book cover. So that'll easily slip into a signature. And I've made this top page a little bit shorter because I'm about to put an extension that's going to be at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches. It depends on what you want, okay? So what I did is, I've already bent this because that was done on my previous disaster video. So what I did is I cut the length the same as my page, and then I went out 4 inches on here, okay? Just 4 inches. So you'll see right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what you're gonna do is just fold it in half, okay? And what I did is I just put it together, folded it in half. I got my bone folder. You have to hold it down really tight because it does slip a little bit. And then you're just going to press down really good on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the fold line here, okay? Because we're going to leave this open where the 2 pages meet, okay? So we're going to go from the fold line. Let me get this here. Okay. Oop. Let me line this up. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit over 1 inch and draw my line here. Okay, you see that line pretty well? Okay. Okay, and what I'm going to do next, let's see here. I'm going to get the sequins here. I'm going to get that ready. What I have is, you can use a piece of paper with this, but I have it in this little recollection thing here. I'm not a little tray, and it has a little hole, so it's going to go in here really, really well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put it in here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew from the fold up to the line, come down the line, and I'm going to go back up towards the fold, and I'm going to leave this part open. From the line up, I'm going to leave that open, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and clip this right here, so maybe my sequence won't start slipping once I put it in here. Okay. And don't put too much in here because it really makes it rough when you sew. So you might put a little bit in here and just see how it is, okay? Because I did that one time. I put a little bit too much and the little sequins started moving around when I was trying to sew. So really, maybe a tiny bit more. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Let's see. That might be a little bit too much. Okay. What do you think? Maybe a tiny bit more. Oh, goodness. Let me go back and forth here. Okay. Alrighty. Get in there. Okay. That's about how much I put in there. And I'm going to go ahead and clip this on at the top. Because again, when you sew, it is definitely going to move around a tiny bit, okay? And I'm going to bring this down here and put another one on here. So what I'm going to do now is go to my sewing machine and I'm going to go ahead and sew this up and I'll be right back, okay? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see here, I started at the fold, went up to the line, and went back to the fold here. And what I'll do now is I'll erase the blue mark. Okay. Now I've got a little bit more space than I want up here. And what I'm going to do is trim that down a tiny bit. Make sure I got that pretty straight. Let's see what we have here. Get back on there. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think that'll be okay. You could probably go a little bit in on that. I don't think it's really going to matter because I'm going to have a rig rack on top. Okay, I wanted to show you what it looked like before I attached it to my page. What I'm going to do here is at this opening, I'm going to slip it on my page, and as you see, it lines up quite well. And then I'm going to sew again right across there. Whoop. All right, give me a few more minutes and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, all done with my sewing. Let's see here. Okay. Can you see where I sewed that little second line? And I just went straight across. Now I have another one that I have on a solid sheet so that you can see it a little bit better, okay? There's your zigzag stitch. You do not have to put anything else on here. You know, again, you can do your rickrack, you can do ribbon, you can do washi. But really, it looks cute the way it is, I think. But anyway, this one's a bright colored one here. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my rickrack out. And what color do I want? All right, don't be difficult. Here we are. Let's see. Go like that. This one's definitely vintage. It has a dirty look to it. It's the right color. I don't think it'll show up. I think the blue's good. I don't think, well, the blue or the yellow that you can see a little bit better. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna put some paper over here and turn this. And I have the Fabri-Tac glue that I'm gonna use. Okay, let's see. Okay. Getting low. Now this is a thicker rickrack, so sometimes this glue soaks right into this, but this Fabri-Tac seems to do a little bit better, where it doesn't just soak right in. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit on the edge so that it covers up the acetate. On that other one I put 2 because it was a little bit thinner. So I put that on that like that. But I think this will work fine since it's so big. And just look at it, make sure got it pretty even here. Not bad, not bad. Turn it over here. Okie dokie. Okay, I think that looks good. And if you want to do the other side, anything will do. I would just match your sequins if you can. But I can do that later. I think you get the gist of that. Okay, I want to show you the one that I did with washi. Again, it's not going to be as pretty because the washi tape is a little thick, but you can use ribbon if you want to. I just used the washi. I thought it'd be a little bit faster and easier. So when you use the washi, what I did is I used the tape runner, and what I did is I went from the fold and I did the tape here Oh, first I drew the line so I could know where to put the tape. So don't forget your line so you can see it. So then I put the tape runner and I put it on top of the line and went across, and I left this one side open, and that way I could fill it up with my sequins. So after I filled it up with the sequins, then I got my Fabri-Tac glue and I just put the little tip in there and finished gluing that up. And then after that, I put the washi tape down, and that's all there was to it. Okay, and let me show you what it looks like in a signature. Okay, I've got a signature right here, and I don't know, let's see, I was going to put it on this pink page. And this is the one I was going to use for that. You'll just slip it into your signature before you sew it, of course. And this is what it'll look like in there. Let me get a little bit further up here. Isn't that be cute? What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you tried it. So anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be glad to help you. But this is a pretty quick project. It's just, you know, this being the acetate's a little slippery when you try to sew, and the sequins kind of move around a little bit. So just make sure and use your little clips on there, and I think you'll do very, very well on that. So thank you for watching, and if you like it, please hit the like button and please subscribe. And I hope y'all have a good rest of the day, and take care. Bye-bye.